Yeah. What is up, everybody? Ooh, that looks pretty tall. Let's go ahead and move that down just a teeny tiny bit. Yoink. There we go. We're going to get some new things going on. We're going to get a whole new firehouse. But here's the thing. Before we even start, I want you guys to know we got a brand new giveaway going on. I am going to be giving away $800 a month in gear. So there's going to be a first, second, and third place. Okay, it's much like the motorcycle giveaway. But here's the thing. We talk about smart rider principles all the time. You know, the A portion of smart rider principles: acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. So what am I doing over here giving away motorcycles if you don't even have gear yet? Almost like I'm perpetuating the problem here. So the thing is, I want to give out some gear. So $800 a month in gear. First place, $400. Boom. You can do whatever you want. It's a REVZILLA gift card. So even if you don't want to get gear, you want to get some sliders for your bike, there it is. Second place, it's going to be $250. And then, $250. And then third place, $150. Boom. $800 worth of gear. For first, second, and third place, you get it a little bit different. But here's the thing. You sign up. We actually lowered the entry to it. It's $5 to enter. Every single month, I will be giving away $800 in motorcycle stuff. So super excited about that. So if you want to, click the link that's in the chat. It's going to be going on every month. Okay, we figured it all out. And we might be actually increasing that number. Woo! What is that? What happened there? Let me go ahead and, I don't know why they alert. Let's redo that. Can we do that, Matt? Can we redo it, Matt? There we go. Woo! Thank you so much, Gemini. Starting off strong on a Sunday, DDFM morning afternoon crew members. How are you doing? So at least this way, the first place person, can get $400 worth of stuff. I mean, it's almost like a full kit. Second place, you can easily get an amazing helmet, maybe some gloves. Third place, you can get a pretty good, damn good helmet for $150. So every month, if you want to, just click the link that's in the chat to enter. $5 is the first entry point to go ahead and get in there. But obviously, the different tiers, you get a better chance to win. There's still free entry. There's still a way to enter for free. Check it out. Can't wait. I can't wait to see who wins. It's going to be every month. I don't have to wait every single, 3-4 months. Anyways, here we go. Can people from Europe join as well? No, the terms and conditions, United States. The giveaway laws in international is just way too crazy. Whoa! Mitchell Pilot 909. Guys. We have to take a quick look at this. DDFM legend. It's not going to pop up on screen. I don't know why it's not going to, because you got promoted, upgraded. DDFM legend. That is the top tier. Mitchell Pilot 909. Holy crap. Woo! Damn. Also, if you notice at the very top, something a little bit changed. You see how it says rock form right now? So YouTube doesn't allow me to do it with the super chats, but I do want to showcase your guys' names because you guys are going nutty with the donations. So if you want a super chat, that's cool and everything, but if you do a donation through the link that's in the first link in the description, your name will go up there. So that's what we have right there. So I've made it so that you guys at least get a little bit back. You know what I mean? Because I absolutely love it. I want your guys' names to be up there. I want everyone to see how badass you are. What's up, Green Gorilla? How you doing? Yeah, we got a DDFM legend. Holy crap. Woo! Adrian, no, the YouTube membership stuff is separated. You want to be a crew member, you have the emojis and all that stuff. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, it's on Patreon. That way, everything's separated. It allows me to focus on a few different things. Plus, I can't give you guys like my ebook for free on tier 1 through here. So it makes it a little bit easier to work through that. But what you can do is send the free entry method. There's the free entry method. So if you send me the little postcard thing. All the rules and everything are in the terms and conditions. Yeah. You guys ready? I think you guys are ready. I got my little I got my pencil. All right, let's do this. Oh, that was a low side. Oh. Let's start that again. What's up, Moto Passion? Oh, right through. Woo-wee. Went through that. Okay. Tore through it. Oh, he dented that thing. All right, this is at a track. Oh, almost a high side. All right, so we're riding on the interstate, got cut off. Good escape path. He planned his route, adapted that hazard. Get back, watch it in front of you. That person's applying the brakes. There we go. Moving on with that. All right, so. All right, so we're right here. We're riding around. We're riding around on the interstate. We're doing some decent speeds, 95 miles an hour. Decent speeds, not too crazy. It ain't 100, right? It's not triple digits. So we're going pretty fast. And one of the biggest problems when we're going super fast, especially for, riding, that's terrible, especially for riding this way. We always expect people to see us in their mirrors, but man, we're just like the smallest of small dots, even when we're super, super close. So one of the biggest fears for me is that if we do go this fast, if I am going fast for some reason, maybe I'm white zoned out, not paying attention, I accidentally gave it a little bit too much throttle on my FTR 1200S. Ooh, Indian, love it. That's one of the fears. So I'm always paying attention to my speed. So I'm just going to give this rider the benefit of the doubt, not paying attention. Whoopsie, a little bit too much. I don't expect them to do what I do, but you got to watch out. We're a tiny little dot in all these little mirrors, okay? So they're not going to see us. So when we're going past people, it might scare us and or scare them, and they might make some bad judgments based off it, and we are going 100 now. But right here, this person should not be going from this lane to this lane to this lane unless there is a specific reason. This car driver is doing this because they want to probably go off and exit. Now, he's got an open lanes, and what I typically do when I'm a car driver is I'll switch a lane, turn off my indicator, now look again, and do it again. I separate it, one lane, not one full movement. I do like 2-3 movements, but not a lot of people do that. But when you start to see somebody come from this lane to this lane, and they're not slowing down and breaking it up into multiple movements, then you got to watch out. You really got to watch out. It's like, okay, I'm coming up to them. I'm going up here, and they're going this way. At some point, we're going to connect, and that's pretty dang scary. That's kind of what happened here. So there's that. They didn't move. Now they're still speeding up. Okay, so this Camaro is still speeding up. And why would they want to still switch lanes? This lane is completely open. We talk about that all the time on this channel. Is that if somebody has somebody in front of them and they're wanting to go fast, well, they're going to switch to the lane that's open, and that's what our lane is too. So be kind of careful with that. We're coming up to it, and you can tell this motorcycle rider saw it. So this motorcycle rider, without the, I want to say they kind of failed on the fundamental skills of going the speed limit and the reasons why you should do the speed limit. The thing is, very situationally aware. Very, 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 very situationally aware. Did a great job, saw that this person was not slowing down when they were switching lanes, and then possibly saw that so that they know that this person's going to come into their lane. So without having to slow down and stop, which honestly, rolling off the throttle and applying just gentle brake pressure would have slowed this person down enough, but they still used the red stage maneuver and got themselves on the shoulder. So remember, guys, you can use the shoulder. You can use the shoulder. It's a great place. You don't want to stay there the whole time because there's a lot of debris on the shoulder, but the thing is, do what you have to do to get out of the situation. You don't want to be close to that person at all. Okay, and that's all it took, adaptation of it. We found a threat, found a hazard. He navigated, but he started to maneuver himself out of that position. So let's just go ahead and take a, there we go. Let's go and take a look. Sorry, guys. Halloween was yesterday. I had a lot of candy. We were in lane position 3, and all we did was move over to lane position 1 in the on the shoulder. So that's really just one lane position. Think about that when you're riding on these multiple different lanes right here. You can just move over just a little bit, and car drivers, they're not going to take over that middle portion. They're not going to ride the line, you know, underneath the car and take up 2 lanes. They're going to want to get into 1 lane. So if you just move over 1 lane over, you should be golden. You should be golden. Did a great job. Keep looking forward. It's exactly it. You could just kind of do this with your hand, but you're still looking forward. That way you're paying attention. But once you pass one hazard, once you pass one thing, you always still got to watch out for this. You know, you got a blind spot right there. You got this person. I don't know if there's brake lights. Could be because they're going to get off on the shoulder, or on the shoulder, but on the off ramp. So still be careful, okay? So once you passed that hazard, once you passed everything, what you do is take a look at where you're at again. Lane position 1, 2, or 3. Plan your route. You know, position yourself for safety. Locate hazards. Adapt to those hazards. Navigate threats. You already passed one. Doesn't mean another one can't come up. So be very, very careful with that. Good job. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Maybe he's going the speed of other drivers. I don't know. But we're going 100. All right, so what do we got here? Is it a bird? All right, we got some wheelies. High risk. His head fell off. All right, this is a lot of fun. Got to watch out for that. You don't want to break a collarbone. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? One second. There we go. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Okay, so we got people blocking traffic. It's a typical thing. You could do that. If it's not a permitted ride, you can have a lot of trouble because technically this is illegal unless you have a permit, you have crowd control, and you're gonna piss off a lot of people.
What's up? What's up?
No. All right, so typical group rides, you know, large group rides, you do want to keep the group together, okay? So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to keep it together so you don't have separation of anything. But when you have such a large group like this and it's a planned ride, you do want to get permits from wherever you're doing it at the municipality, because then you're going to have maybe have support from the city so that you could do these things legally. Because everything we're doing here is actually illegal. We're not supposed to be doing a lot of this stuff. I don't know what, I mean, we're in the wrong lane on some of these things. You see the arrow going right here. But we're going this way, you know, people are cutting across, you know, we're going crazy. And the thing is that causes a lot of disruption for a lot of normal riders and drivers. And it's going to create agitation. And it's one thing to want to go out and ride with a bunch of friends, and it's one thing to go out and have a good time. It's another thing to do that at the detriment of other people on the road. Okay, now we start moving into having a bad relationship with other drivers, with the cities. So if you have a club or if you have a riding group and you start doing this, you're going to be labeled by the police department. You're going to be labeled by the community that you're in, that you're not good. Okay, that's not what we want to do here. So there's a bunch of different solutions. You have a pre-ride meeting. You have possible different subsections. You have meeting points. If people get lost, this is where we meet at a certain time, because you kind of plan it, right? You know, we're going 35 miles an hour on this 35-mile-an-hour road, and it's about, you know, a couple miles. So, you know, based off of mathematics and your big brain stuff, that we'll get here at this time. We'll go ahead and give a buffer zone of certain times, you know, so we'll stay here for 30 minutes and then we'll move on to the next thing. So you start going through that whole process, and then nobody's really scared. Nobody feels like they have to block intersections, and then it's a good flow of traffic for everybody. So this right here, I don't like being a part of at all. So if I'm ever in a situation where people are doing this and they're like blocking traffic, and I'm like way back here in the back, I'm like, all right, see you guys, and I'll just take off. There's absolutely no reason for me to be in that position, because now I'm part of the problem, and based off the Smart Rider principles and just my own principles, I don't want to be a part of the problem. So when we do this, I understand blocking it off. Okay, this guy wants to go. It's his turn to go. He should be able to go. It's a green light for him. Now we talk about green light. Green doesn't always mean go, but now we're doing this, okay? Now we're saying you can't go. And technically it's close to kidnapping. Now I don't know what legalities and what the terminology is in some places, but if you gather around somebody and you basically false imprison them, they can do whatever they're going to do whatever they can to do with self-defense. They could easily just hit the gas and run over all these people. This truck can climb over these bikes and these people, crush them, and we're kind of sitting here with this entitlement of, well, it's not going to happen because people don't want to hurt us. But you're kind of putting yourself in that position knowing full well that there is a possibility that they could hurt you if they wanted to, especially if you're antagonizing them. So to me, I don't like it. And as soon as I see that, and I'm like in the back over here, I'm going to pull off into here. I'm going to turn around and go home. Because at the end of the day, this is their emergency. If they got run over, and especially if I just joined up and I don't know who these people are, as much as I want to help people, I'm not going to help people that put themselves in that situation. I'm not gonna. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I would, but the thing is, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not going to keep bailing people out when they keep putting themselves there. So I'm gone. But if you ever are in a situation and you decide you want to do this, do not do that. Do not do that. There's many different safe ways to solve the problem that you're having of keeping the group together. This isn't one of them. This isn't a safe way of doing it. I've been a part of many group rides where we had to do something like this and we got people that were legit, like, permitted to do that. We had permits for this. Here, one sec. I see that you want to do the donate button. Let me go ahead and get that. I don't know why it's not. Let's see if it works now. Let's see if it works now.
Are you gonna run into me?
I guess it doesn't work.
Are you okay? Ray, are you okay?
I'm good.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Dad, I got it on camera. We're good.
It was an accident.
Oh, he sounds a little drunk.
Right here. If people got hurt, then call the cops, but there doesn't need to be violence. All right? I understand, but it wasn't.
Nightbot, you're going crazy.
Maybe he did, but he still didn't hit him on purpose, right? Everybody, are you all right? Can we clear the air? Okay? I understand you're pissed, dude. I ride too. I understand how it goes, but you can't be assaulting somebody, though. You can't be
Alright, I
headbutting
did, and I just
yourself.
buckled my helmet.
I understand that, but that's going to throw you in jail.
Yep.
You can't do it.
Okay.
You got to protect yourselves in this.
You're right.
Yep.
But there's no reason to run.
Voice of reason.
No, there's not any reason.
You fucking honked at him, dude.
I know I honked at him because you were sitting in the middle of the road in a green light. You didn't give me a chance to move.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch that one more time because I was getting distracted by Nightbot. Nightbot's acting like a dumb bubblegum. All right, so we had two people sitting at a light, got honked at. So we're gonna have that feeling of, okay, you can't do nothing to me. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can.
Are you okay?
So he's gonna try to take the license plate off. You have it on camera. Now you're stealing property. So.
Dad, I got it on camera. We're good.
It was an accident.
Well, some people talk like that.
Right here. If people got hurt, then call the cops, but there doesn't need to be violence.
Remember, we're giving away $800 worth of gear. Click the link in the chat to enter to win. It's $5 to enter or a freeway.
You all right? Can we clear the air? Okay? I understand you're pissed, dude. I ride too. I understand
I
how
mean,
it
he
goes,
fucking
but
honked at him
you
before
can't
he
be
did it.
assaulting somebody though. You can't be
All right, I
headbutting
did, and I
yourself.
just buckled my helmet.
I understand that, but that's gonna throw you in jail.
Yep.
You can't do it.
Okay,
You got to protect yourselves in this.
you're right. But there's no reason to run into him.
There's not any reason.
You fucking honked at him, dude.
I know I honked at him because you were sitting in the middle of the road in a grid. I you didn't get a chance to move.
All right, let's go back to that just a little bit. So we're gonna kind of do a little play by play. Bzz, giveaway. Link says giveaway has been canceled till further notice. Oh, it's on the wrong. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why. See, Matt was supposed to fix this. Just kidding. Sorry, Matt. No, you're not. Let's do gear giveaway. There we go. Thank you guys for letting me know. The wrong giveaway. Try that one. We'll just do it this way. We'll just do it. I'll just send it to you. We'll try that now. There we go. We'll do that now. Sorted. All sorted. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to get to this point. We're waiting for a green light. You can't even see, you know, the lights and everything, but I'm assuming it's going to turn green right here. I hate that. I hate when people say, or like when they honk the horn the moment it turns green. Absolutely stupid. What's up, Mark? How you doing? So we're going to look back and then boom, we have their license plate. Not a big deal. That's one cool reason to have a helmet cam or even a dash cam on the rear or the front.
Are you doing?
That's a very aggressive in that. But here's the thing. That thing is way bigger. way bigger. Way bigger than what you should be picking a fight with, okay? It's bigger than you. So let's not pick a fight with that. Let's not, like, you know, have this entitlement of it. Let's not get our ego and pride involved. Let's just go. Your dad already took off. Let's just get out of here. That right there, I don't know why the driver did that. That is a very high impact. He was kind of turned to the side too, so now I'm a little concerned about his left leg, but he gets up and he starts walking, so I don't think his left leg got damaged too bad. Also, if you guys enter the giveaway, it should pop up on screen too.
Wait, are you okay?
I'm good.
So don't do that. Don't try to steal property. You already have his number. No, don't smash the windshield, Henry. Don't do that either.
Dad, I got it on camera. We're good.
It was an accident.
I don't think it was an accident. There was intention to honk. There was intention to intimidate. There's intention to actually hit him. He actually did it. So there's like 3 different things. You have it on camera. You take this to the cops. You pretty much got your bike paid for. Maybe you can sue civilly. I don't know.
You fucking honked at him, and then you fucking ran into him.
Violence right here. If people got hurt, then call the cops, but there doesn't need to be violence.
He's absolutely right. And here's the thing. This is what I really want you guys to understand is that if you're involved in the emergency, you're going to be at a heightened level. You're not going to pay attention to what the whole big picture is. The person that just came up is not involved in the emergency, but understands that there is something going on. Okay, and they understand the big picture. Think of it as it's a situational awareness thing. Okay, think of it as you go to a restaurant and you sit down at your table. Let's say you pick the table that is, you know, you're back against the wall. You can see the front door. That's what I like to do. So you're sitting at the table and you're witnessing everything. You're people watching. You're going crazy. You can see all these different interactions with different people. You can see waitresses. You can see the cooks. You can see the hostess. You can see everything. You just see everything. The moment the waitress or the waiter shows up to your table to take your order, your focus goes narrowed in, and all you're trying to do is answer questions from the waiter. Now, you can't see everything anymore. Your focus is only on the waiter or waitress and to take your order. The moment they leave, zooms out, and you can see everything. That right there is a huge, huge, huge awareness. I can't come up with the word, but the thing is, you need to pay attention. It's very important. It's very important on that. So when you're riding and you're a beginner rider, you're focused on the little things, your speedo, your hand movements, everything. But then the more skill you get, the wider your focus is, and you could see a lot. So this is an emergency situation, a very tense situation when it comes to getting hurt, egos, prides, and everything. So it can still apply to all the things I'm talking about. But pay attention. The dad and the son, this guy with the camera, is extremely agitated. They're not thinking clearly. The person shows up and says, I ride too. I understand. I understand. I understand. They say, I get it. Let's call the cops. There doesn't need to be violence because now you're going to get in trouble. This guy should be in trouble, but if you do something, you're going to get in trouble too. So that right there is when you pull yourself out of that situation, you can handle the situation. So when you rescue another rider using the Smart Rider principles and you rescue them, you rely on your training, and remember, it's their emergency, not yours. I say that not to be not condescending, but to be cold. I say that so that you can focus on what is important, not what is raising your emotions. So remove yourself from the emergency. It is their emergency, not yours. You do what you need to do with your training. You rescue another rider. I don't know if it's just me, but my anxiety and depression and everything kind of makes me be like a backseat driver to my own life. So it allows me to do it almost all the time. But the thing is, remove yourself through that emergency. It's theirs, okay? It's their emergency. Rely on your training.
Ran into him with
I
the car.
understand, but it wasn't on purpose. Everybody
Yeah, he did. He honked at him before he did it.
Maybe he did, but he still didn't hit him on purpose, right? Everybody, are you all right? Can we clear the air? Okay. I understand you're pissed, dude. I ride too. I understand how
I mean,
it
he
goes,
fucking
but
honked at him
you
before
can't
he
be
did it.
assaulting somebody though. You can't be
All right, I
headbutting
did, and I
yourself.
just bumped with my helmet.
I understand that, but that's gonna throw you in jail.
You see how he's able to step back? And that's what a leader does. So if you're in a group ride and people are acting like crazy, as a leader, you should have some good verbal judo. You should have some persuasive skills that isn't condescending and is more of a let's solve a problem. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. The problem is somebody got hit. Okay, you're not involved. You're not involved. The bike is hurt. Are you hurt? No. Okay, boom. Let's solve that problem now. So you start going down that stuff. And that is what a good leader will do, especially in a group ride. And if you have a good club or a good riding group, all these different things.
You can't do it.
Okay,
You got to protect yourselves in this.
you're right. But there's no reason to run into him.
There's not. There's not any reason.
You fucking honked at him, dude.
I know I honked at him because you were sitting in the middle of the road in a grid. I knew that didn't hit the move.
Yep. All right, presenting themselves. You saw that little presentation going to the intersection.
Oh, shit. What the?
Hey, saw the hazard, planned his route, adapted the hazard, switched positions. You know, just gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so we're out on a track. Oh, got tapped. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Oh, he fell off, I think. Bike's staying up. Yep, there it is. Yeah, the bike is so balanced. Look how balanced the bike is. We might do that area code when we do the podcast. Sorry, Corey. I think it's U.S. only because of giveaway and sweepstakes laws. All right, so we're riding. Everything looks good here. Oh, on your butt. Good 360 situational awareness. Just move over. That person's turning right. Switch lanes. Not a big deal. Let that person have it. Okay, well, he decides to do that. Now watch out. He might cut you off. Be very careful. He just agitated or escalated the situation. Now we're putting ourselves in a dangerous situation based off of speed, but then also legalities and consequences with the law. Oh, well, let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this one. I like talking about these ones too, because some of you guys have questions about what to do with somebody on your booty. All right. So this is a typical ride. You know, we're just enjoying it. It's probably 45 miles an hour. So we're just kind of, you know, just riding 46 miles an hour. Not a big deal. We're also staggered. You know, everyone's kind of like staggered to each other. So we have good escape paths. We have good vision and everything. So who won the Motorcycle Charlie's Riding Adventures? AA Ron. I think he's still in here. I think he's in the chat. Maybe he left, but he's got a gray beard. AA Ron won. He actually has it. Yeah. Anyways, so we're staggered right here. And so we're doing good. You know, we're riding our own ride. We're doing a great job. Now somebody's going to come in and mess us up. Okay, so that's not a good situation here. All right, so good 360-degree situational awareness. Was able to see in the mirrors, hey, this guy's headlights is really close. This guy's really close. Now we have a problem, okay? So now our anxiety went up just a little bit because we understand the severity of getting into a collision with another vehicle because we don't have that protection. Very understanding. Martin, yeah, baby. It's going to be up on scrolling on the top real soon. Thank you so much, man. All right, so now we're here. Okay, so what do? Okay, we have somebody behind us. We can't do anything about that, right? Because we can't stop them. If we brake check them, we can get hit. Now it's not a matter of just a messed up fender and they have to pay for it. It's we could be on the ground, get ran over. So not a good thing. So what we can do, if you feel agitated or if you feel like, you know what, I'm going to be a little bit defensive on this, I'm going to be a little submissive because I understand where I land on that totem pole of survivability, basically out on the road, is I would go ahead and move over here and roll off the throttle to maintain my space cushion with this Krispy Kreme donut delivery truck. And that's all I would do because this person is so agitated, so ready to just gun it. The thing is, once I move over, they're going to gun it, and I just come back into my own lane. They're not going to gun it and then box me in to where I can't move anywhere. And if they do that, then we have different problems. But 99.9% of the time, like Lysol, it's not gonna do anything. Okay, so or vice versa. So they're just gonna go, and we're just gonna come back into our own lane. That is how I would typically solve it. Now that works with a 2-lane road. How do you do it with a single lane road? Good luck. Honestly, just kind of ride your own ride. If they're really getting on you, like in Jeepers Creepers, just kind of move over a little bit, let them go over, because we can kind of almost share a lane because we can lane filter. But in this situation, we can definitely handle it by just moving over a little bit. And you can see the Krispy Kreme is going to turn right. So at some point, this Krispy Kreme is going to go down to 20 miles an hour or even less to make that right-handed turn. So what we can do is when we get here, we just, once again, like I said, maintain that space cushion. We're going to have to decelerate so this person can turn right. The Challenger behind us is going to gun it, and it's not a big deal. So, like, you start playing out. We're playing chess here, guys, not checkers. Playing chess, not checkers. Oh, we got a donation. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and go over here. You see how we could easily just get in this lane? It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So he's going to do it anyways. This person's going to do it anyways. And they're going to get agitated too, because based off of what I said about how this vehicle has to turn right and they're going to slow it down, this person is going to have to slow it down. Now, this person's already agitated. So having this person have to slow down is just going to make it worse. We're not agitated yet. We could easily slow down and not have a big deal about it. But this person's going to have a big problem. Doing that just escalates it. Now, you might feel like, sucker. You might feel that, but don't do it. Okay, now you're increasing the agitation, and this person can easily just sideswipe you right now. Your band red, thank you for the 20. Martin Han drop, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Woo. So in this situation, just switch to the right lane. Just switch over to the right lane. Shouldn't have flipped them off in the first place, but switch to the right lane. Call it a day. Don't worry about it. Juan Pablo! Welcome to the crew, baby. So when I talked about this, now we're increasing our risk. Okay, we're increasing the risk based off of just having a lot of speed. Now we have a big risk when it comes to losing traction. We have a big risk of now we don't have a good total stopping distance. Vehicles can come out in front of us, and when they're expecting us to go 45, we're going to go 60 to 80 miles an hour now. So we're doing double the speed limit. So now that we're doing double the speed limit, in some jurisdictions, that is definitely criminal speeding. So now you have your bike impounded, you have multiple points on your license, you get it suspended, maybe revoked. All because of what? Because of somebody back there causing you a little bit of agitation because they're kind of on your butt a little bit. That's not worth it to me. Okay, we do the risk reward all the time. And when we're riding, should we, it's raining out, it's super cold, so there's probably ice. Is the reward of going for a quick ride worth it? No. Is it sunny? Is it nice out? Do I have all the gear? Is it like a Wednesday at 10 a.m. so there's not really anybody out on the road? All the kids are in school, all the adults are in work. So there's like nobody on the mountain, you know what I mean? So what's the risk reward that we're going on here? And when it comes to this, the risk reward, when it comes to hauling butt past all these vehicles because of somebody maybe agitated us and behind us and we flipped them off, we don't want them to hit us. Why don't we just remove all that and just kind of move over in the first place, let the idiot go, deal with his own risk reward. We get back into our lane, listening to music, having a great time. We're on a motorcycle. Why don't we just do that? Guys, we are giving away a bunch of gear. REVZILLA gift cards. Click the link right there. We fixed it. They stalled too. So this one's a little scary. Shouldn't have done that like that person, but we got out of it. End of story. Leave it alone.
What's that about? What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, the car. Ooh. What's gonna happen here? Are we gonna get super agitated and break mirrors? Please don't. It's normal in Italy.
Ça va mal tourner cette histoire.
All right, so let's get to the main point of this. The main point of this one isn't the after, okay? So everyone likes to focus on the agitation afterwards. Everyone likes to focus on, the problems that are caused after people made massive reactions. When there's the first action, that is what I want to talk about, not the reactions to the first action. The first action really is you woke up, right? And then you're on the bike and all that stuff. Great. Okay. But now we're on the road. Let's talk about that. We're on the road, we're riding around, and we're with our buddies. 82 Tony PR, just want to say thank you. Woo! It's going to be up on the top, man. Thank you so much. So we got multiple camera views. So right here we have somebody wanting to take the lane that's coming up, okay? We only got one lane up there. You see the black car right there. So we only have this lane and then we have this lane. 2 lanes, okay? So we should not be, the guy should not be taking our lane. Well, as soon as you see that, we got 360-degree situation awareness. I think my voice just cracked. I'm going through puberty. As soon as you see that, because that's what the rider saw, instead of I'm going to fight for my lane, it's going to be roll off the throttle, let them in. It's weird, huh? It's as simple as that. Now, this driver, we have no clue who this person is. We have no clue what they're going through. We have no clue why they chose to do it. And who knows? Let's just say this driver's like, haha, screw those motorcyclists. I got in. Yes. Imagine if that was the highlight of your day. Pretty sad life. So at the end of the day, we're on motorcycles. It's already a better day than this guy. So how about we just roll off the throttle, let this guy have his win for the day, because we know that's probably all he's going to have. Then we just go on with ours. Why can't we just do that? I don't understand it. Now, maybe you're having a terrible day and you need this win. This is a bad one. Don't try for this. Have a win somewhere else. after this person takes your spot, have a different win somewhere else, have a good time with your buddies, have the Cardo Pack Talk. You know, up there, it says Cardo right there. Use the link in the description for a discount. It's automatically applied if you click that link and you go to checkout. Anyways, got to pay the bills. I would not worry too much about this. Let this person in, because at the end of the day, I don't want this person to hit this pole and get bounced here, and then boom, my buddy crashes into him. I don't want that either. But look how close we are. Woo! Angel, welcome. Look how close we are. Easily an impact. Now, if he gets ran over, I think we have other problems. So let's not even get ourselves close to that situation. So you're going to see him, this rider right here, try to protect his lane by pushing that car driver out. It never works. It never works. Doesn't work. So this next part is a non-issue. I wouldn't even worry about it. Don't keep going. Just let them go. You don't need to find out why they did it. Once again, just go through your own mental process. You can say whatever you want to say in your own helmet and say, you know what, this guy just needed that win. I'll give it to him. All right, just leave it alone. How come I don't make motovlogs anymore? I do. I have a second channel. I do. I have a second channel. I don't do it on this channel anymore. Enter to win a bunch of motorcycle gear by clicking the link
Ça va mal tourner cette histoire.
in the chat. We're giving away $800 of motorcycle gear. Good braking. Good situation awareness. All right, so I don't think we're going super duper fast right here. One of my biggest concerns, and we see this with parked cars, which is going to be in this situation, but we also see this when it comes to, this is like a moving lane. Like a bunch of cars are moving, but they're going slow and they're all backed up. So if I ever see my lane is wide open and then I see all of these cars not moving, my biggest concern is somebody's just going to come out because my lane is open and they want to go. Now, that's obvious when it comes to parked cars trying to merge back into the main road. So it's still a fear either way. Orange stage. Go into orange stage when it comes to that. Also, plan your route, okay? So position yourself for safety is the first thing. We just located potential hazards or a specific hazard if anybody does come out. And we're going to hopefully adapt to it, but navigate these threats if they become a real threat. That's red stage. So right now we're in lane position. Let's say we're in lane position 1.2 or 1.5 or whatever. We're in between 1 and 2. So right now we have decent vision. We can see some things, but if we had to, we can adapt to this hazard by moving over into the next lane. So if we had to, so that's really good. What I don't want to see you guys do, ZZ, welcome to the crew. What I don't want you guys doing is being over here in this lane position, because now you're going to have to go really far to get across. And also your vision is not going to be the best. So remember, always position yourself for safety. When you position yourself for safety, you want the best space cushion, you want the best total stopping distance, and then you also want to have easy access to your escape routes. Those are the things that I look for. So lane, where he's at, this rider is at, is a great spot. So when we move forward on this and we see the car starting to move out, that is the side, kind of the side of the vehicle, right? That is kind of the side of the vehicle. So when you see that, it's a possible path of travel violation, okay? Perpendicular, we're going this way, right? And the car's going this way, we're going to possibly hit. Same thing, we're going to intersect. Is that like an isosceles or something? I don't know. Parallelograms. But right there, you got to watch out for. So as soon as you see that, you should go to this lane to increase your space cushion. That is what you want to do, okay? That is what you want to do. Now, the thing is, you could also do the other option of applying brake pressure. So remember escape routes, okay? So you can go left, you can go right, you can go forwards, you can go backwards. Those are escape routes. You can't hover. We don't have hover bikes yet, so you can't get over and around them. So you have multiple options. You can go left, right, forwards, or backwards. So this is acceleration going forwards. This is deceleration, applying the brakes. We can swerve right or we can swerve left. Those are the options that you have. So what this person did was decelerate. So this person decided to decelerate because of their braking skills, their fundamental skills of progressive brake pressure. Did a great job, was able to slow down, didn't have to stop, just slow down in time so that this rider didn't collide with that vehicle. And the only way you're going to do that is with practice, okay? Second channel, Motorcycle Training Concepts, we talk about that. But the main thing is I need you guys to understand that you have multiple options. You don't always have to slam the brakes, which will cause you to dump the bike, you progressive brake. But you can also swerve left and right if you have those escape paths. And if you have to, you can accelerate to get yourself out of that situation, but then slow it down a little bit because you don't want to accidentally go too crazy. Atomic Fady, hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the crew. But this motorcycle rider did a great job, did what they needed to do, and this happens all the time. So don't be too concerned about these things if you have good practice. If you know what you're doing, you're situationally aware, you're a smart rider. It's like we designed that program or those principles just for these situations. Guys, we're giving away gear. $5 to enter. We're picking a winner every month. First place is $400 REVZILLA gift card. My biggest concern is the camera. It's like a potato. What's that noise?
Vad håller ni på med?
Vadå?
Vad fan håller ni på med?
Vadå?
Du kör inte som en jävla idiot bort på våran tomt, va?
Nej, det gjorde jag inte.
Det gjorde du visst det.
Nej.
Det kan vi ge dig fan på.
Nej, det var ju han som låta
Det
framför
gjorde ni bägge två, jag stod där nere. Det springer både ungar och allting där nere, va? Du såg vad som hände nu.
Ja.
Nästa gång så jävlar.
Somebody got in trouble.
Fattar du det?
Ja, du behöver inte köra in i mig.
Det kan du ge dig fan på, du kunde stanna.
Ja, men jag fattar.
Försvinn ifrån min mark, säger jag. Jag ser aldrig det mer igen.
John just joined the gear giveaway. John, yeah. I don't know why it's not
Du behöver inte köra in i mig.
showing up on the...
Du behöver inte köra in i mig.
Du hörde vad jag sa.
Ja, men jag ska åka.
Jag kan nypa dig en gång till.
Nej.
Nej, försvinn då. Vill aldrig se dig mer. Hörde du vad jag sa?
Ja.
You know splitting lanes is legal, right? You know splitting lanes. You know splitting lanes is legal.
People are angry.
You want to get fucked up?
People are angry. Yeah, it looked like trespassing on a farm easily, yeah. So immediately when we get to this situation,
You know splitting lanes.
the rider's already saying, you know, splitting lanes is legal. So I have a feeling there's something prior to this where the guy was going through lanes. It is legal in some places, but I have a feeling he knew what he was doing wrong, because you kind of, whoever smelt the delta kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You want to get fucked up?
All right, we're riding. Watch out for merging lanes. Good head check. Look ahead. Look ahead. Good job. Good job. What's going to happen here? Watch out for this person. They're going to keep going. Non-issue on that. We're going to have an issue with it. Please don't have an issue with it. That's a non-issue. All right, we're going to talk about this non-issue.
You know how to open your eyes? You know how to open your fucking eyes?
All right, that's a non-issue. The rider was doing a great job until then. All right, so we're coming to an area where, I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff out of here. We're coming to an area where we have to merge, okay? So let's see. That's what that is. Okay, we're merging. We are merging. This sign right here. It's not doing this. Okay, so they're not merging with us. We're merging with them. Okay, so that is going to be where we need to be hyper-focused and be aware of this, okay? So good head check, and that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to do a head check. Don't focus just on your mirrors, because you need to check your own blind spots. 360-degree situation awareness. The great thing about being on a motorcycle is that we don't have the A-frame post, the B-frame, and then the C-frame. That's where your windows in a car, you know, the metal. Anyways, A, B, C, sometimes D, depends on if you have Suburban and stuff. Anyways, we don't have those in our way, so we actually can see really well, okay? So we look back, boom, it's just real quick. So it's just like that. That's all it is. And if you see that there's like an object or uncommon thing in a common situation, so if you look and there's like this weird object, then you can go ahead and give it a little bit more of a glance. But for the most part, I just see if there's an object, like almost a blur is right next to me. If there isn't, great, it's open. Good head check. Double checked just in case, because there's a lot of dumb drivers and motorcycle riders speeding, and your judgment could have been messed up because they decided to speed and you couldn't judge how fast they were going. So we just switched lanes. Great. We're in lane position 3 basically. So 1, 2, and 3. You know, a little bit off. You know, whatever. Not a big deal. This is going to give us the best space cushions and good stopping distance behind this vehicle right here. And we also have a good escape path. We can go back into our other lane. So remember, plan your ride. Position yourself for safety. Escape paths, stopping distance, space cushions. That's what I look for. Here's the other thing is we have somebody crossing here. We have a bunch of people at an intersection. We have people trying to go everywhere because they just got off the interstate. Whew, I'm going to be in orange stage, guys. Definite orange stage. I'm not trying to fight for positions here. I'm just trying to keep myself safe until I see where everyone's at. And then once I get into an easier road, I'm going to, go back to yellow stage. All right. So we got this person right here. Starting to switch lanes. Now, this person, we don't know their actual intent, but there's a bunch of vehicles here. Who knows? They might want to go right. They might want to just go straight. They might want just to be in our lane. They might want to go back to their... We don't know. So that's what I'm trying to talk about here is that we have no clue what it is people want right now. People are trying to get into position. So let's kind of stay back from people, watch people. Like I said in the restaurant metaphors, that we sit back and we are able to watch. And then when people finally come up with their decisions and they finally come up with their things, then we go ahead and move into where we want to go to. I always like to go last, okay? I like to get my food last. I like to do all these different things last so I can watch things and see what people are doing. So when I see this, I'm going to wait until this person picks a lane before I get closer to that person. Okay, so right here, you see how they're still turned a little bit? They're not straight in here. You see how these cars are straight with their lane? This person is kind of at a weird angle with their lane. It's because their intentions. They're pointing their nose where they want to go. So right here, definitely go ahead and just roll off the throttle. I don't even think you have to apply the brakes. Just roll off the throttle. That's it. Just to maintain your space cushion, just to maintain your total stopping distance. And if you absolutely had to, what I would do is I would take a quick look. I'll do a quick look to the right for a head check. And I might even switch lanes because at the end of the day, this is a straight and a turn. Either way, if I wanted to go straight, I can go straight. Plus, it's an open lane too. So why not? Let's just do that, right? So make these moves, make these chess moves, be situationally aware, try to anticipate what people are trying to do, plan your ride, position yourself for safety. You just located a potential hazard. Let's just adapt before it becomes a threat. And it's going to become a threat to this person anyways. So we have our hand up. We're like, what the heck, man? Now, this is kind of close because of GoPros and everything. But we can still, instead of saying, what's up, man, we can increase our total stopping distance and space cushion by just switching over. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. This is almost, like I said, it's a non-issue. Not a big deal. And what he did was roll off the throttle, allowed this person to get in, still a little upset. Whatever, what are you doing? Just roll off the throttle. But now that we're in this position, we have multiple things that we need to watch out for. We have a terrible total stopping distance, so I don't like that. Remember, position yourself for safety. Move over here, you have massive total stopping distance, so that's a good option, right? When you move over to the right, you also have an escape path to the right. That's a great option too. In this position, we have escape path to the left and to the right, so that's actually better. But what I don't like is I don't want to be making decisions with this amount of room and time. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm going to move over. I'm going to move over to the right. That's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be a non-issue for me. Okay, we have a bunch of cars. We have a bunch of people trying to figure out what they need to do, where they need to go. They don't want to miss their exit. They don't want to miss their turn. They're going to do whatever they need to do. We're already going to an intersection with a bunch of cars. We're in town. I'm in orange state, so I've already been prepped and ready for this. And I'm just going to move over. It's all about your setup. You need to plan your ride. I'm serious. Plan it. Set up yourself for success. That's what you need to do. You can't just react to everything. You need to take actions that will set you up so that you don't have close calls. See, this right here is all a non-issue. What's up, D's? How you doing? Same person, side of the vehicle. It's at night, so poor visibility. A lot of problems with that. A lot of red lights. Orange stage.
Go.
Don't do that.
You know how to use the
Thank you, your name here. Thanks for educating riders and keeping people safe. Appreciate it.
No. No.
All right, you know what? This is all like the same. This is the same person, so we're just gonna include this all. So same person, having issues. Now we're at nighttime. Once again, we have all the red lights. Going to orange stage. Right there, we just saw side of the vehicle. How do you see sides of vehicles at night? In the front, you're gonna see, and I'm gonna try my best. In the front, you're gonna have the headlight. You know, it's shining like this. You know, so it's a white or yellow, and then on the other side, you're going to have the brake lights, and it's going to shine a little bit, or the running lights. So all in all, what do I look for at night side of the vehicle? I look for the light and the light. Okay? If I see both of those, I know it's somebody doing this to me, side of the vehicle. If all I see is red, like up here, that means all I see is the back of the vehicle. That means we're in line. If I see the headlights shining at my face in the same lane, uncommon thing in a common situation. That means that person, I'm either in the wrong lane or they're in the wrong lane. So that is what I'm looking for. So I look for patterns. I don't look for the driver and where their eyes are looking. I don't look for certain things, okay? Like that. I don't look for those little itty bitty details. I don't look for the tire turn at night. I look for what is very obvious, and it's the lights. And here's the thing. If that's the case, then maybe we should have better lighting too, so that we get to be seen. Okay? How about that? The thing is, we got to watch out for these. We saw that happening. That's a path to traffic violation. Roll off the throttle, apply the brakes, non-issue.
Go. You know how to use the stop sign, yeah? You know how to use the stop sign, yeah? No?
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 Doesn't matter. Hey! Just entered the giveaway. Welcome, baby. Woo! All right, so I have a feeling this rider knows that this person's coming up. I have a feeling this rider knows. Definitely didn't hear it until last second. But we're off to the side already, right? So we gave this guy ample room to come down. So it's like, what are we doing? We wanted to see that. We wanted to see that. It's like, come on. So now we're getting mad at car drivers, but we're going to allow our friends to do that. That was a thing? All right, I think we just got terrible videos. Let's get out of that. Oh, going a little wide. Ouch, ouch. There's EMS on scene.
Mám zavolat sanitku?
Možná žebra, ruka levá.
All right, so we're out on a track. This is actually a great example of why you should test your limits out on a track, not in the twisties, okay? Because here's the thing. You have a good runoff. We saw that. Look how wide of a lane this is. There's not a yellow line so that there's oncoming traffic at any point on this. It's only one direction. So it's extremely, it's much more safe. It's not extremely safe. It's much more safe, way more safe than doing this out on the road. So we're going to go wide. You know, we're testing our limits. You know, whatever happened. You know, what caused it, whatever. But look at the runoff that we have. Typically, this is a guardrail. We already hit the guardrail. We just got severely injured. But maybe there is no guardrail. Okay, well, maybe there's some grass. Like, maybe that's as far as you go. But look how wide this is. Now, this wall isn't a brick wall or a cliff face. It's a bunch of tires. Now, it's not the best. You still don't want to run into it. But the thing is, it's going to absorb a little bit more than a wall. Look at that runoff. He's got full gear on. Okay, full gear still hurts. You know, you can still snap a collarbone. It's one of the easiest bones you can do. You know, you can break. So he's gonna snap a collarbone, maybe shoulder. So you got your AC joint, you got your collarbone, you got your SC joint, sternoclavicular joint, you got your acromioclavicular joint. Hopefully I said that right. I feel like I'm slurring words today. But it's the shoulder triangle, okay? You got a bunch of little joints, you got a bunch of little bones. You got to watch out for that. When you hit it, it's not a good thing. You could easily break bones in there. So we're doing this, and I think there's a little transition. You see how there's like a little transition with the clouds? But either way, you have EMS on scene. He's still on the ground. So we have EMS. Nobody had to call 911. Nobody had to stop and rescue their rider. Nobody had to have, you know, gloves and a full trauma kit, just so we're testing our abilities out there. The thing is, we have EMS on scene already because it's a track. A good tracks will have that. So the simple fact that we have EMS on scene is we have that safety net of no cars, removing risks, removing factors, no cars, only one-way direction, okay? Big wide area to test your limits, great. We have a great runoff, great. Another factor removed in possible injuries. No cliff to fall off, great. We have EMS standby just in case you do crash. Boom, we got another safety net. They require full gear. Boom, another safety net. There's just so many different safety nets, and they're trying to make it as safe as possible. So in this moment, I feel sharp pain coming from my left collarbone, shoulder joint, shoulder blade, and rib. So he hit that left side, okay? So when we talk about mechanism of injury on this, when the rider fell down, the left side is hurt. It's not the right side, it's the left side. So if you ever witness a friend crash and they land on a certain side, you have to assume that there is going to be injuries on that side. There could be injuries on the right side too, but the mechanism shows that it's on the left side.
Mám zavolat sanitku?
Možná žebra, ruka levá.
So when this person says, should I call an ambulance, they're getting your consent to do so. Okay, so if that's the case, they're gonna go ahead and pull out some of their stuff, and they're gonna help prepare you and package you for transport. So amazing job from the track, getting there on scene real quick, asking questions. This person's doing their assessment. You could do your assessment. Remember, smart rider principles. This part is the rescuing another rider. So if you are going to be riding around doing this stuff, please, 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 please have the gear, have the training, have everything just in case something happens. But minimize as many risks as possible and just take it to a track. Okay?
Sanitku?
Možná žebra, ruka levá.
All right. Did we stall there for a second? Watch out for the right turner. Okay, good. Nobody's there. Look forward. Going through the intersection still. No. Okay, high risk, and there it is. For who? For what? Don't know. So very, very, very high risk doing a wheelie. So just like we just talked about when it comes to the track, test your abilities out in a safe environment as possible. So take this to a parking lot, have some fun, do it there. But the thing is, you don't know what the road is here. You don't know what. There's just so much involved. Now, here's the thing: I'm not a stunt rider, so I don't understand. Maybe this is what people live to do. They practice in a parking lot to do this out here. More than likely that's the case, but it kind of goes back to the whole concept of I'm going to haul ass and race at a track just so I can be better out on the street. You know what I mean? So I have a feeling that that's not what we should be thinking about. Okay, we should not be thinking about that. So we're going to go ahead and do a power wheelie or whatever it is and go a little bit too far. Now, here's the thing. Wear full gear if you are going to do that. You might not think, well, it's just skin. Well, if you have an impact and you break a bone, that's easily 8 to 12 weeks, maybe 6 months, depending on how bad of a break it is, that you're going to have to recover. You have to go through rehab. Now, if you have a job that requires that hand and that arm or whatever it is, was this worth it? So that's kind of what I play into a lot of these things. I don't like hearing from people like, oh, it was a simple crash, and then it's like, oh man, what I didn't realize is that I'm going to lose my job. Since I lost my job, I lost income. I'm going to lose my apartment. I'm going to lose my house. Now my significant other has to wipe my butt for me and take care of me. Now they have to take dangerous because of these things. There's so many risks involved. How do you mitigate the risks? More and more training. And then don't ride to your max ability, ride sub-maximally. So when you're out riding and let's say your 100% skill level is basically just to make it through the mountains at the speed limit. So why are you, I mean, not at the speed limit, but you can go maybe a little bit faster than the speed limit. So let's go to the speed limit. That's sub-maximal. That's like 90%, 80% of your max skill. But why are we hauling ass double the speed limit outside of our skill? And now we're going to be crashing. So if there was ever a hazard on that road and you're riding the speed limit and it's sub-maximal 80% of your skill, if that hazard pops up, boom, you use 100% of your skill, got around it. But if you're already using 100% of your skill and that hazard pops up, oh, good chance of you crashing because you don't know how to handle that situation. So keep riding sub-maximally of your skill. Ride lower and lower and lower and lower, not to the point where you're going super slow and you're like a parking lot, you know, the king of the parking lot. What you want to do is just keep riding, you know, keep building up your skill so that your 100%, your 80% is super high and it's not a big deal. But this right here, I have a feeling that, you know, there's could have been multiple factors, multiple things. Maybe this was like this is all he knows how to do. He doesn't know how to handle any kind of problems. And then a problem happened and we dumped the bike. All right. Okay. Whoa, uncommon thing in a common situation. Adapted to that hazard. All right, so we're riding, we're doing what we need to do. 109, I'm assuming, kilometers an hour. So we're going with the flow of traffic, just kind of going in and out of traffic, not a big deal. We're riding, and as soon as we see anything that's different than this, okay, we got cars on the road. Everyone's going this way. There's nobody coming across from us. This is the common situation that we're doing when we're riding, right? What is this? It's a little hard to see, kind of blends in a little bit, but there should not be a human form on the interstate or on the highway. So as soon as you see that, boom, uncommon thing in a common situation, you want to maybe cover those brakes, go into orange stage, get kind of ready for some dum-dums. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, mister? What are you doing? So, great job on this rider for adapting. Okay, saw the hazard, adapted to it, positioned for safety, found an escape path. You guys don't think about it, but here's the thing. He actually did what he needed to do. Okay, a lot of people are like, well, you just moved over, right? Well, I like to put names to things. He moved over. So when I put a name to it and he planned his route, located hazard, adapted to it, that right there allows me to practice it. I don't want to just tell myself, well, you instinctively would do this. Because here's the thing, a lot of people don't instinctively do things. So when I put a name to it, it allows me to practice it. So he planned his route, he adapted to this hazard. Pretty good. And then from there, keep looking forward. Look at your mirrors, but pay attention forward. All right, so now we're doing track stuff out on the main road. Now, this is what I was talking about. You have multiple hazards. Like, look at the road, how crappy it is. Oh. All right, so this is he's a full tuck position. He's trying to race himself. You know, like in Mario Kart when you have the ghost racer, you know, because you don't have anybody to race against. You just go back to your best time. We're supposed to yield. Okay, so let's go over a lot of these things. Okay, we're supposed to yield. We're going pretty fast. We have another signage saying, I know he's not looking at this stuff because he's paying attention to riding fast. We have another sign right there saying we have oncoming traffic. We're going to be basically right next to each other. We have another car right there underneath rock form. Use code DanDan25 or just click the link in the description for the discount. We're going to come into here. Now, when I talked about the track and why it's different and why it's a little better, and this is 128 miles an hour. I'm assuming because those signs look American, and I'm assuming, wait, no, yeah, this is Alaska. It says Alaska right there. So this is Alaska. He's definitely going too fast. Anyways, when I mentioned the track, we remove as many factors as possible. Okay, we remove the vehicles on the road. Boom, perfect. Okay, that's a huge threat, a huge hazard to motorcycle riders is other vehicles. Okay, remove it. What about oncoming traffic? Boom, removed because you only have a track that's going in one direction only. Great, awesome. This is on Mirror Course, Mario Kart. Anyways, the other factors, you have a nice runoff. You have EMS on scene. You definitely checked and did a T-clocks on your bike before going out to the track and pushing it. The road surface should be really good, and you can always do practice laps and stuff like that, or you can always figure out how the road surface is. Here, you don't know until you get up to it, so you have multiple problems, and then you have paint lines, you know, you have cracks. Oh my gosh, possible deer, possible other hazards, bears, mooses, mises, I don't know how you say it plurally. But we're moving forward. And we're hauling butt still 129 miles an hour. And you see the road surface, terrible. And then we're getting over here. And now we have an issue of what do we do? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did my face disappear? There we go. Whew. That was a little weird. My mic is cutting in and out. Moose is plural too. So now we're in this position of we're hauling butt 135 miles an hour. I think that's what it says right here. And what do we have? We don't have a shoulder anymore. We don't have a good escape path to the left because we don't know what's around this vehicle. It could be another car. All we have is this little gap right here. That's all we have is that little gap right there. I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to be in that position at all. The thing is, we put ourselves in this position. So if you ever are in this position because you white staged it and you're not paying attention at all, what do? Well, you're probably going to have to do this. You don't have enough total stopping distance to stop. So you're going to have to do this or you're going to crash. That's really all you have. That's all you have. And I don't want to be in that position because I put myself there. That's what this person did. So a lot of this we can kind of just not do, but look at this. Do you want to be in that position? Ross Hunter, baby. Woo! Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation. Guys, we are giving away a bunch of REVZILLA gift cards. Click the link in the chat. Enter to win. We're giving away $800 worth of gift cards. Check it out. Anyways, look at that. You don't want to be going 135 miles an hour and accidentally put our tire off into the dirt. Not a good situation. Take this to the track. Take it to a track. And you can even see the speed limit. It's 55. What are we doing? A little too much. All right, so group ride, good spacing, everything. Good job on the spacing. Uh-oh, we're increasing speed. It's a long turn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, hold it. Oh. Okay, so we're going to go a little wide. Now, watch the bump. This is why you lift your butt up on speed bumps and other objects in the road. Watch. It's going to hit it. It's going to eject you up. So that right there is going to be a lot like hitting a speed bump too fast. That's why you lift your butt up a little bit. That's an emergency move. Obviously, we're going off-road, so not a good deal. So as soon as that happens, that's that right side mechanism of injury. So you get possible shoulder injuries to the right, collarbone, like that one guy on the track, hip, your head, your ankle could be smashed underneath a 500-pound vehicle. So you're starting to rotate, back protector, your head, neck, back. Now, not full gear. He's got a helmet though, so that's really good. If you do want to have a chance to win a ton of gear, click the link in the Chitty Chat or in the description for a chance to win a $400, a $250, or a $150 REVZILLA gift card. So this is where you rescue another rider too, using smart rider principles. Rescue a rider.
You good? You good? Lay down, lay down, lay down. Let's stay down.
Good.
Gotta stay down.
Do you have to call anybody, you think? No. Okay.
I just got the one book.
We're good. No, we're fine. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
We got it.
My main concern is him, so I would be double checking, making sure he is okay. That thing is already destroyed.
Oh, you can ride it home.
No.
Battery's still connected.
Yeah. Well, the fact that he's standing is that no, that's not him. That's not him.
Not the end of the world.
It could have been a lot worse. I want to see where he's at. Is he standing on his own? Yeah, that thing's destroyed. So that's not him, because he was wearing like a red pantalones. My concern is him. Okay, so you can hear the breathing. Let's go over this a little bit. All right, so we're riding with a group of friends. I said it was good spacing, so you have good. You could do whatever you need to do. The problem is, with this, like, what's your vision? You see how you can barely see around the person? I keep using this as an example. Let's say you're this close to the person in front of you. Look what you can see around. You can barely see me, but the further you get away, the more and more you can see around that person. So I like to maybe be here, not here, this close to somebody when I'm riding, but more like right here so I can kind of see around them. And then even then, I'm going to move over it a little bit to the side. You see, now you can see me fully. So I'm going to move over in different lane positions for the best line of sight and best vision. So that's kind of what I would be doing. I'd actually separate this a little bit more, and you can actually use your Cardo Pack Talk with the mesh system using the link in the description. We're going to move over a little bit right here. Now, it's 45 miles an hour. I don't know what their speed is. I'm assuming that they're doing the speed limit. So when we talk about corners, we should be in orange stage because corners are very dangerous for motorcycles, motorcycle riders, just like intersections. But see, this is all you could see around that corner. So within this area, you should be able to stop or swerve. That is the only vision you have. You can't assume that it's clear past this. You cannot assume it's clear. Because if you do that, you're going to ride like it's clear. And when you ride like it's clear, you're going to keep increasing speed. You're going to get complacent, which means that you're just kind of like, oh, nothing's ever happened, so it's not going to happen to me, so I don't have to be precautious or have cautious stuffs. I'm just going to keep doing it. So the thing is, you cannot assume it's clear. Always assume there's something around that corner to get you, just like in a haunted house. Always assume that there's a little clown with the chainsaw around that corner ready to grab you. So assume that. Don't assume that it's clear. Assume that there is something there, so you're modulating your speed to for that situation. All right, so now we see even more. So even better, right? So, oh wait, no, let's go back. I think it goes to right here. So now we see even more, right? I don't care what this person's doing or this person's doing. I care about what I can see. Remember, ride your own ride. So now I can see all this. Great, great. Okay, but why is the corner still turning? So this is like a full, almost like a wide U-turn. So I'm still going to modulate my speed. It's not a 90-degree turn where it goes like this and I can increase my speed, which it sounds like they're doing right here. Because you can go in here, it's like, oh, my nose is pointed to where the exit is over here. I can increase my speed. Here it's like, oh, I'm like this, like a typical turn. I'm going to increase my speed, but here's the exit. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. And then you go super wide. So you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know what you're looking for, and you have to modulate your speed based off your vision. That's the biggest thing, guys, the vision. Vision, 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 vision. So now at this point, it's, oh, we're going a little wide. Now, what do you do in that situation? Gently roll off the throttle and get better body position. You see how he's kind of a little crossed up, his butt's hanging off, but his upper body's doing this. So that if you're going to be going this fast, you need to have good body position, and you can take that in an advanced class. Okay, so go to your local motorcycle educational center, whatever it is, take an advanced class. This is where they teach these things, is in the advanced class. This isn't a basic fundamental skill. This is more of an advanced skill because we're going fast, okay? The basic fundamental skills are just to get you from point A to point B, be a commuter, you know, have a little bit of fun, but don't go any crazy. It's designed for that speed limit. It's designed for not being this crazy enthusiast of speed. If you want to take an advanced skill, it's going to help you stay safer as a commuter, but it's also going to teach you a few of these things too. So go take an advanced skill so you're not having to do this. At that point, you, as the person in the back, roll off the throttle and just assume he's going to crash. You don't want to run into him. As soon as you witness that, did a good job. This rider did a great job. Not this one, but the one that's on the bike. Rob, yo demand Dan. Woo! Thanks for the donation. Your name should be up there on the top scrolling. Okay, as soon as you see this, you already saw the mechanism. You saw everything that happened. Go ahead and get your trauma kit out.
I've seen that happen way too many times. You good? You good? Lay down, lay down, lay down.
That's him trying to get air, wind knocked out. Now, the wind could be knocked out just by, you know, the forces pushing the wind out, pushing his available air out. It works off of pressures inside your body. I don't want to go too much into that with the diaphragm and everything and how you breathe and what the mechanism of it. The thing is, it is out of his system. He can't breathe. It could have been from a broken bone. It could have, like, his ribs could have been shattered. He could be having a flail segment across his chest. The simple fact that he's having difficulty breathing should be a cause of alarm. How it happened is what you need to assess. If it's a non-issue, like it just got knocked out and then it's going to come back in naturally because there's no broken mechanical pieces like bones and maybe a popped lung and all these different things or a lobe of his lung, then it's fine. But the thing is, you need to find out, because if you don't and you just assume, then you're going to have problems because you haven't fixed it, and then he's going to start to decline with a bunch of different problems. So unzip the jacket. Palpate, so you're kind of touching, you're doing your assessment. Go through an accidentscene.org class, do an assessment, and figure out what it is. And if it's a non-issue, you don't find any deformities or anything like that, contusions, abrasions, punctures, tenderness, lacerations, or swelling, anything like that, then just kind of support him getting back his air and his oxygen, his breathing at that point.
Let's stay down. Gotta stay down.
To call anybody, you think? No. Okay.
So he's got his air back. So he's good. So at that point, it's like, okay, he's moving on his own. I wouldn't want him to move. I would still want to do my assessment. And then from there, when I feel comfortable with that person or my friend moving, I'd let them move. And since they are my friend or I know that person, I'd be asking questions based off his cognitive function. So, you know, if he's not acting like my friend is normally acting, I would make sure we get EMS on scene and we get him to the hospital so he can get his brain scanned. Gaming Penguin, how do you join? Click the link that's in the chat. $5 to enter the giveaway, but each tier gets better chances. But check out the rules because you'll find out how to get more entries. Out on a track.
No.
Terrence, baby. Thank you for the donation.
Shit. No. Oh.
That's probably why he needs a Patreon to get that bike back in shape.
Oh, not so good.
You're okay though, right?
Yeah, I had to lay her down because I couldn't slow down. Not enough runoff.
Yeah.
Steer it right again.
Okay, yeah, the paddle bar's bent. It's bent in at the bar.
Yeah.
The simple fact that he's doing okay right now is good.
Break off and you can still ride it.
The dash is broken though.
See if it'll start.
Okay.
You can go around the wall.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys there.
Just go forward, Marcel.
Dan, yes. Just based off of giveaway laws and everything. All right, watch out for pedestrians. They waved us off, non-issue. Moving on. Side of the vehicle, watch out. Stopped, good. Another side of the vehicle, didn't stop. We're gonna get angry. So we had like 3 path of travel violations on this. We didn't handle the third one respectfully. I don't know if he kicked the... So when it comes to this, we're gonna start going, and this person's walking. It looks like they're waving like sorry or I'm right here, non-issue. There's the wave. Okay, moving on. Achievement unlocked. We did not hit anything. All right, as soon as you see this, side of the vehicle, what should I do? Roll throttle a little bit, kind of anticipate this. Soon as I see that they did stop, great, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and still position myself for safety, okay? Plan your ride, guys. Position yourself for safety, locate a threat, or locate a hazard. We're adapting to the hazard. This is the adaptation right here. Right here, that's the adaptation. And because we're positioning ourselves for safety. As soon as you see another, oh man, we got another one. We got another one right there. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Same thing. If we were over here, if we had to, we could swerve left, decelerate, or accelerate. But that's basically what we have. Okay, so we got to watch out for this person right here, side of the vehicle. Once again, be very careful with that. Okay, so at this point, this person's in our path of travel. There's nothing we can do. So we have total stopping distance right here. So in order to maintain that, we have to decelerate, which means we roll off the throttle or apply gentle brake pressure. That's kind of where we're at with that, okay? Now, this removes a hand from one of the primary controls. One of the controls, okay? If you don't have your hand on the controls, you're not controlling the bike. Simple as that. If you are not controlling the bike, there's a good chance you can crash. So keep both hands in a situation like this. It's okay to rest your hand and relax a little bit when you're riding, especially on long distances. Maybe you have cruise control so you can relax your right hand a little bit. You can relax your left hand a little bit. But we're in an area right here with no stopping distance. We have no real total stopping distance. We have an escape path a little bit, but these look like little bumps, so that's a little scary. But it can be done. We can also swerve and then maybe get in between the car and the curb. But either way, we don't have a lot. So I'm going to keep both hands on the handlebars in this situation. See? It's like, why don't we just put our hands back and maintain a good space cushion in the first place? Non-issue. But we're going to go ahead and do this. I try to keep my... It's the same rider. All right, let's look at this. So we got another side of the vehicle. Another side of the vehicle right here. Path of travel violation possibility because this person's going to come out. And we're going to go this way. Boom, this is where we collide right here. That's a no bueno situation, so we just plan our route. Okay, we adapt to this potential threat because right now it's a potential threat. It's not in the path of travel yet. But let's go ahead and move ourselves to a better position for an escape path. We have a better space cushion between us so we can react with more distance. Okay, so if we're super close to that person, you got to react really quick. I mean, if you want to, how are you going to react to somebody's punch if you're like this close, like I am to the mic? Okay, let's say this is the fist of the person, right? This is the fist of the person right here. All right, so I dare you to try to punch me. Am I going to be able to dodge it in time? What happens if I'm like this? All right, go ahead and try to punch me. I have a better chance of dodging that punch. So if we're going to get super close to a vehicle, we have less of time, less chance of dodging something. If we're far away, we have a better chance of dodging it. So all I'm asking, I'm not saying stop and let them go. I'm asking move over to a better position. That's what I'm asking for. I have heard of the 1-inch punch. I have. Bruce Lee, baby. All right, same person. We're gonna be moving. We're moving. Okay, watch out for this vehicle. We got people coming from the side. Okay, great. Oh, okay. Non-issue. What do we having a problem with? What do we have a problem with here? Come on now. Same person. Watch out for side of the vehicle. They're not even in your path of travel yet. They're not in your path of travel yet. I think we're just angry. All right, same person. We're traveling. We're getting closer. Our space cushion is getting a lot. Oh, wait, we got mad about that? We did that. Okay, same person. Space cushion, not the best. These people are not letting these motorcyclists through. So he's just kind of sitting back watching this happen. Now we're going to go for the gap. And are we going to get mad at that person? Yes, we are. It's not their job to move over for you. It's courteous to do so, but it's not their job. Same thing here. Okay. It just so happens that that's how it is. Doesn't matter if it's on the phone or not. Does not matter. You can't influence people to do something that you want them to do. Not like this anyways. Okay, so late merge. Now we're pissed off at them. We're just going to keep getting angry at people. Okay, you keep your space cushion. Keep your escape routes. Keep your total stopping distance. Plan your route. Plan your ride. Same person once again. And I understand different cultures, different laws, and I'm talking over all this. Oh, okay. This was okay. Like this right here should give you a little poo-poo in your pantalones. Because this person kind of creeped out, did an emergency maneuver around these other vehicles, maybe wanted to swerve into your lane, but found you. So yeah, that's perfectly, be agitated a little bit by that, but understand that you should be prepped and ready too. Okay. But when we see the pattern of all the stuff that this person is doing, I mean, I can't take the side of this. It's not a smart rider. You got to maintain that space cushions. You got to maintain those escape routes. Same thing right here. We're closing the gap. We're closing the escape paths, or the space cushion. We're closing it. It's slowly getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And there's not much we can do when we're right up on somebody's butt and then they decide to apply the brakes. We need that space cushion, not just so that we can stay away from people. That space cushion means time. Okay, time or awareness buys you time. Time buys you options. If you're aware of where you're at and you're aware that you're this close, you don't have a lot of time and you don't have a lot of options. If you maintain a good space cushion, and, reasonable, you don't want to like constantly, be going slow so you can always have space cushions, but reasonable space cushion and this amount of time will buy you a bunch of options. You can swerve, you can brake, you have total stopping distance, you can swerve then brake or brake then swerve. You could do a bunch of different things. But if we're constantly fighting to get on people's butts, it's not going to benefit us at all. So what options do we have here? We can swerve left and right, right? But how much time do we have? If there's an emergency, how much time do we get to do it? Not a lot. Guys, enter the giveaway. Yeah. All right. Same thing. Blind curve coming up ahead. Blind curve. Oh, nobody got in your path of travel. Good braking.
Yeah.
Sean Winters, welcome to the veteran crew, baby. Woo! There it is. Welcome. Welcome to the crew. All right, so we're riding. The view is kind of down. You can't even see much. We're moving. Okay, so you can't really see it. Let's get that out of the way. Look at all those people. Yeah. If you donate using the link in the description, your name gets to be up there. But let's go ahead and put REVZILLA back on. You can't see much. It's a blind turn. These hedges right here, These hedges are blocking everything. So he's not going super fast. You know, he's not going crazy. So this is all we see. This is literally all we see right here. That's all we see. So we have to be aware that there could be oncoming traffic. And we need to maintain a good lane position. So lane position 1, 2, and 3. There is no center line stripe at all, but always pretend there is. Okay? Always pretend that there's a center line stripe. So in this position, the best position for this is the one that gives you the most vision. So the best position is lane position 3. So that's like that outside, inside, outside that you hear all the time. I prefer outside, middle, outside. There's no reason for me to go on the inside during the apex. There's absolutely no reason to, especially when we have traffic coming. You never know what they're going to do. So I'm going to maintain this path of travel so I have the best vision, the best line of sight around this corner. But I'm also going to modulate my speed so then I have the best amount of space cushion so that if I had to stop or I had to brake or I had to do something like an emergency maneuver, I could with some time. So we're moving around here. I have a feeling that this car messed up his vision and gave him a little bit of a panic because there's nothing in his path of travel. Absolutely nothing in his path of travel. So he could have just kept going if he committed to that ride. He committed to the turn. If you planned it out already that you were going to do what you needed to do and the only time you were going to make any adjustment was for a red stage maneuver, which would have been a path of travel violation, or there's something in the road that caused you to swerve out of the way. But you already anticipated that you were going to stay in your lane. Why go through a turn if you were just going to brake anyways halfway through the turn? You don't do that unless you had to turn off in the middle of the turn. So the thing is, we are anticipating that we're supposed to go around this turn. Go ahead and do the turn, and you know that if anybody gets in your path of travel, you will do something. But if nobody gets in your path of travel, why are we doing something? And it's because we're not confident in our riding skills. We're not confident in our line of sight. We're not confident in any of these things. So practice, 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 practice. And the only way you can really practice is to actually be out here. And that's what's scary because a lot of new riders are like, well, how do I practice without all these hazards? Well, you could also go to a track too and do a track like a Champ Street, which is the Yamaha Champion Riding School. Champ Street, they'll teach you all these things with your motorcycle, with your street gear, with street principles. There's a bunch of different courses, a bunch of different educational centers that do stuff like this. But right there, great braking. Watch this. Oh, I got scared. So we found a spot. We're going to start applying the brakes, progressive brake pressure. Thankfully, stopped in time. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Oh shit! What's he doing? Man. Dude, we're gonna get pulled over. Look at this guy. Bud. AV5. Bud, say hi. Yeah.
We're going to get pulled over.
Pull over. Whoa.
Is that, oh, it's the same one.
Oh shit, he looped it. Dude, he's done. Oh yeah. Oh, watch out, dude. Oh my god, he almost got hit by his bike. Dude, it's yeah. Fuck. I got it.
Okay, you gotta watch out.
Yep.
Look how far he slid and for how much time.
Yeah. Oh, we got an accident here, folks. You okay though? That's the main thing.
Let's get this thing off.
It's not leaking any oil or anything.
Yeah, but like the brake is sid.
Yeah, all
whatever.
that stuff is destroyed.
Bars. We can make it work, I'm sure. Put the kickstand down.
I'm trying, bud.
All right, I don't need to see the rest of that. So we see this. So we see what they typically do, right? We see what they typically do, but prior to this,
oh shit!
we're already kind of in that same hooligan aspect. So my assumption is that they're riding like this around traffic and putting people in danger.
What's he doing?
The whole "what's he doing" thing. It's like, what do you think? You're probably creating a lot of these problems.
Dude, we're gonna get pulled over. Look at this guy.
He's like, dude, we're gonna get pulled over. Why do you think he says that? Why do you think he has that assumption? It's probably because he is doing illegal things and creating a problem where people could snitch on him, you know, by calling 911. This car driver shouldn't have done this in the first place. You know, they reacted to a situation terribly.
Look at this guy. Bud. AV5. Bud. Say.
So we're gonna try to gather his license plate so that we can call the cops on him. What? But you're doing a bunch of illegal things yourself.
Hi. Yeah. Come on. Say hi, motherfucker. Pull over.
This is reckless riding. The wheelies is reckless riding in terms of the law. So this right here, reckless riding, reckless driving, you can get ticketed for this. So now that's my biggest concern. I mean, I don't care what you guys do. My biggest concern is your health and safety. So when I see something like this, that's easily a tailbone, your coccyx shattering. So have fun sitting down for the next 12 to 18 weeks. Then there's the back. So if you didn't have back protector, good chance of breaking off any spinal processes on your vertebrae or even shattering your back. But take a look, okay? He slid from this point to probably like way over here. Now that's easily a couple hundred feet. And on regular denim, it's already shredded. You're lucky that maybe it doesn't go all the way through if you have multiple layers. This is why you need to wear motorcycle-specific gear, which we are giving away. We're giving away $800 worth of REVZILLA gift cards so you guys can grab your own motorcycle gear every month. We're doing it every month. So this month, somebody's going to win. You can enter for $5. Check it out. Links in the chat and the description. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and hit.
Oh, shit, he looped it. Dude,
Look how far he slid. Just sliding on that butt. Easily ripped things. Easily have thermal burns on your butt. I don't know why he's not doing anything. Maybe because of the shock of it. I don't think he hit his head, but easily jostled the head around. But look at that. That motorcycle is a projectile. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Imagine if that hit a kid. This is the type of stuff I think about. Imagine if this was in a neighborhood, which typically happens. You know, a lot of people do this in the neighborhood, and that was a kid on the side of the road. Boom, just hit the kid, killed him. Those are my biggest concerns. This is why I don't like doing things that could possibly hurt or harm somebody else based off of my own fun. I don't think that's very responsible, but that's just me. But if I had 100% faith in my skill, you know, maybe I could do this. I don't know.
Almost got hit by his bike. Dude, yeah. Fuck.
All right, so he's walking. Good. That means there's no structural problems. That means he didn't break his legs. It means he didn't break his back and he's paralyzed. He's paralyzed. That's a good thing. So when you see this and it's your friend and you have to rescue him or you feel like you need to rescue him with your training, this right here is a good sign. You're already doing your assessment. You see he's walking wounded. Now it's probably just surface injuries, you know, flesh, and not necessarily bones and ligaments. So that's a good sign.
I got it. Did you get it on video? Yep. He was getting up there pretty high too. Yeah. Oh, we got an accident here, folks.
Yep. So that's the situation on that one. So guys, if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, please wear full gear. Please do it in a closed area. Please don't antagonize other drivers with these hooligan style stunts. And then if you're going to be like, well, this person did something negative towards me, I'm going to get their license plate and call it in. It's like, well, look at what you're doing too. Okay. A little fast for the area. A little fast. Way too fast. Oh, yeah. My biggest fear is collision on this. Green light. Okay, whatever. This guy's turning right. What's going on here? Why is that stopped? And that's why. Why would a car stop in a turn lane? It's because they witnessed something. Uncommon thing in a common situation. There's a reason why people do that. It's because he witnessed a crash. That's high mechanism with that speed. Where's your buddy?
Hey, yo, don't try to move me. Hey, don't try to move me.
Good.
Don't try to move me, man.
He's not moving very well.
He's good, no, he's good. I'm about to call 911, dog.
Call 911.
Hey.
Oh, he's walking wounded. Okay.
Yeah, see if the motherfucker work first.
So their biggest concern is possibly trying to get out of this situation. I want you guys to see how it started. So we just went through an intersection right here. Okay, so we're looking back to see where our buddies are at. Great, great, great. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, so this is the person that's going to crash, going really fast, okay? Nighttime, low visibility. You also have to watch out for other drivers. They have low visibility too. Also, anybody here riding at night or driving at night having astigmatism? Because that's what these lights look like. You see how they're like kind of like blurred and like the... Yeah, anyways, you have very terrible depth perception, very terrible blinding of the lights, everything, okay? So you got to be very careful with that. He's also not wearing full gear, so very, very high risk. Now, gear is only not having gear is only a problem if you crash. I hear that all the time. But I don't want to have to deal with the problem if I crash, because you never know if you're going to crash. You have a good chance of not crashing with a very high skill set. But if we're taking super high risks, it's going to offset our skills by quite a bit. Risk management, okay? Start learning that. Be a smart rider. So we're going our speed. It looks like we're going about 35. Looks like we're going about 35 miles an hour. We're kind of waiting for everybody to show up. Everyone else is hauling butt. I have a feeling he knows that we're going to have to turn right at this intersection coming up because we're going to stay in the right lane. Okay, we're looking back. Okay, everyone did their thing. We're in the right turn lane now. So maybe he knew that that's what we had to do. So maybe that's what they were doing. Right? Maybe that's what... Okay, so if that's the case, man, you guys are not setting yourselves up for a good turn. You're hauling butt on a 90-degree turn with curbs, with low visibility, with cars in the way. Very poor choice. Very poor choice. The only person that could probably make this turn is this guy that's riding right now. So when I talked about the uncommon thing in a common situation, hey, what's up, Wrathboy? Thank you so much. The uncommon thing in a common situation here is, why is that car stopped in a turn lane when there's nobody in front of him? Huh. So without your friends riding, if you ever see this, there's something causing this car driver to stop. And if that's the case, don't try to run past and lane split or do anything dumb, okay? Because you don't know what that person stops for. It could have been a big piece of wood across the lane, and now you just went over it. But the thing that happened here is that he witnessed a crash. See, it's like, why would this truck or this car stop? Could have been something in the path. We don't know. But that gives you a good indication of situational awareness of, that's a little weird. I'm going to go into orange stage real quick and see what's going on. That's what that is.
Shit, bro.
All right, so when we see this kind of mechanism, maybe he tried to come in. Let's see if we can go back just a little bit. Okay, so maybe this motorcycle rider, the one that crashed, tried to cut in around this vehicle. Maybe not. Maybe the vehicle is way back there and just witnessed this. But tried to cut in and went wide, boom, hit this curb instead of going where they're supposed to go because of speed. It's the same thing with the cornering. This is just a scarier spot because you have less space to really do your maneuvers. So you shouldn't be going this fast anyways. But that's probably what happened. But then here's the thing. Let's say he low-sided and slid into the curb. Easily broken bones, easily things like that. Be very careful. My hope is that he hit the curb and then fell off versus sliding into the curb, because that's a way worse mechanism of injury.
That is not fucking good.
So in this situation, what you can do, since there's a crash, these cars are going to stop, is I would park my bike where my headlight is shining on the scene. That way I have vision in what I'm having to work in. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Position it. If you have to rescue somebody, position your bike to where your headlights are shining. Whoa, there we go. That are shining.
Oh.
So I was working on the little pen system.
Hey, yo, call the fucking... Hey, Hey, yo, don't try to move me. Hey, don't try to move me.
Yeah, you don't want to move him.
Don't try to move me. Don't try to move me. Don't try to move me, man.
So we don't know exactly what happened, you know, with injuries and whatnot, but it's very high mechanism. And if we're trying to like leave the scene, then we have other issues. And if you're riding with a group of friends and they're like, hey, we gotta leave, and then leave your friend, those aren't your friends. Those aren't your friends. Yeah. All right, guys. It seems like we're getting close to the end. I do want to share with you guys. You know what? Let's go to my office. Let's stay out of. Let's get out of the classroom. Everybody, come on. Let's go. Let's go to my office. All right, guys. Come take a seat. Let's go ahead and have a quick little discussion. All right, guys. Pretty interesting motorcycle crashes that have been happening. This is a nice little Sunday morning, evening, afternoon, whatever, wherever you're at. And we had a nice little conversation about motorcycle crashes. I do want to share with you guys. Oh, Cecil Hodges, ride safe. Thank you so much. In order to get your name on the scrolling thing, you have to use the link in the description. So thank you for doing that. Yeah, thank you for the office, Sean. It's a nice office, leather bound. There's my bike right there, my Indian FTR. But we got a lot of stuff coming up. Okay, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We have that second channel still running strong. We got some more videos coming out for that. But we are giving away some gear, some REVZILLA gift cards. So you can sign up. There's a free way to enter. But we're doing from now on, we're going to do... Oh, Dave entered. What we're doing is we're giving away a bunch of gear. We're going to start off with $800 a month of gear. We're just going to straight up send it out to the top 3 winners. We got a $400 gift card for the first place winner. We're going to pick at the end of the month. Second place is going to be a $250 gift card. Third place is a $150 gift card. $800 total. We're going to be doing a lot more. So we're going to see about getting these some of the sponsors that you guys helped me gather and see if they can start giving away some of that stuff too to you guys, whoever wins. So we're going to keep increasing. Alex he entered the giveaway too. Woo! We're going to be doing more and more. Okay, my goal is to completely outfit the crew. But I really want to see how this goes. We did give away a motorcycle this year, the CBR 300R with ABS. AA Ron got it. We shipped it to him. He's having a good time. But I really want to focus on getting you guys some gear, and maybe at some point paying for your classes. Maybe at some point, creating a nonprofit to do all these things. That way we're not having to do like these giveaways. We could just have it happen for you. But for now, this is what I feel like we could do. So if you want to have a chance to win a $400 gift card, $400 gift card to REVZILLA. They're not sponsoring this. I have to pay for it. I'm paying for all these things. Grab whatever you can. If you already have gear, grab some sliders. If you already have gear, give some gear to your friends. Just $5 to enter. That's tier 0. There's tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can also jump in. Everyone has the same chance if you use all of the free stuff and entering, but tier 1 through 4 gets my ebook for free. So there's also that. That's the thing, is we're trying to give out as much as we possibly can, because this is part of being a smart rider. Okay, we want to teach and mentor each other. We want all of us to help each other become situationally aware, fundamental skills. So that's what the second channel is all about, is all the fundamental skills. I'll be riding around tomorrow doing some live, like, hey, I'm looking for this, 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 situational awareness stuff. But I never could figure out how to do the acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. I keep telling you guys to buy gear, but here's the thing. How about I just buy it for you? How about I just get you guys to enter, and then you have a chance to win $400. And soon, guys, I really want to make it a lot more. Maybe throw the bike back in. Hey, SXT to SRT. Woo! Thank you so much. But I really want you guys to get that gear. So that's what we're doing. $800 out of my own pocket. I want you guys to have a chance to win some gear. we might do like a top 10 winners at some point. You know? Robin Johnson just entered. I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh, what was that? I wanted to, because you're supposed to, the alerts are supposed to show up. Let's see. So it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do that. Maybe next time it will. Who knows? If we buy our own, can we use a code to help the channel? What you mean? He could do slow Rev Bomb. He could do slow spoon maneuvers. Dude, you just taught and mentored. Real quick, Rev Bomb. So you took a new rider out Friday. How did it feel taking a new person out? Like, did you feel like, oh man, I didn't realize I needed to know like certain other things, you know? Like whenever I teach, it's like, oh, I have to learn something else because this person learns differently. So I now became a better teacher, but now I also became a better rider because I learned how to do the same thing a seventh way versus only knowing it 5 ways. So you know what I mean, Rev Bomb? Did you get that feeling too? So that's kind of I'm asking, but I'm also answering at the same time. With that, it made me have to become better, and that's why I added it to the Smart Rider principles, teaching and mentoring, because it's not about, hey, I'm just going to go out and teach and mentor somebody and then call it a day. And it's like, no, I didn't get anything out of it. No, you got, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you got something out of it. You became better yourself. It's a selfish kind of a thing. Like, oh, I became better because I taught somebody. Yeah, it's fine. It's selfish, right? But the thing is, you got better. They got better. You're motivated to teach more people because you know you're going to get better. But in the grand scheme of things, this person got taught something, this person got taught something, this person got taught something, and everyone's becoming better. So it doesn't matter what your intentions were. And maybe at some point you know so much that now you're just teaching beginners and you're not learning anything other than how to teach better. So I just want you guys to, I get so excited. Emilio Rodriguez, welcome to the crew. Whew. I just want to share that. It gets me so excited. Whew. Also, guys, if you're in the Discord and you join the giveaway, sync up your Discord and your Patreon, and you'll get access to the crew lounge too. That's a perk too. Hey, Gone Rabid Podcast, how you doing with the $4.99? But the Discord's a lot of fun. I see a lot of you guys in there. Like I said, sync up your Patreon. If you need help, we'll help you out with that. Just ask in the main lounge. Sync up your Patreon, sync up your YouTube to the Discord, and you get full access to the whole Discord. Eric Paz, thanks from France from such enlightened advices. I'm a tutor, noob, writer. Awesome. I'm glad you're hanging out here, being part of this. Woo! Appreciate it. I don't know why it's not doing the alerts. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and enable it. Let's save the settings. Well, let's go ahead and disable it first. Save it. And then we'll enable it and save it. Did you turn it on and turn it back off? I think I did. Greetings from Mexico. Trying to a couple of friends with your help. Nice. Mentor a couple of friends with my help. Soon, guys. Soon. Yeah, I know. Sorry. It's all the international laws. That's literally what's preventing me from doing this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that entered into the giveaway. Campbell, Tweedale. I don't know why it's not doing it. I can test it. It's going to say John again. I just don't know why it's not doing that. Interesting. Try to fix that. We'll try to fix that. We got a bunch of people in the Discord. Could you talk about downshifting, being in the right gear always, even we are slowing down? So there's a lot that goes into that, into downshifting, and why you need downshift, when to downshift, what gear, what speed, what RPM range you should be. A lot of the RPM ranges, a lot of those specific numbers are going to be in your owner's manual. When I downshift, I downshift obviously when I'm coming to a stop. I don't just pull in the clutch, use my brakes, and then when I come to a stop, just downshift all the way to the gears. No, you don't want to do that. You want to downshift, friction zone, let it out nice and smooth, so you match the RPMs with that rear wheel, and then you keep doing it and doing it until you have to come to a stop. So there's just way too much. There's way too much. Could you talk about? Oh yeah, try to enter. Hopefully it worked. I think it did. I think it did. Guys, I'm so excited about this gear giveaway because, like I said, Smart Rider Principles. Scooby, how you doing, man? Woo! How you doing? Once again, sync up your Discord. Sync up your Discord. I'm excited to see all you people joining. And guys, like I said, the goal is to increase the giveaway, to keep increasing it. We're starting here. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe in a month or two, depending on how popular this is, we're just going to add another, like a 4th place and then a 5th place. So the more and more people, plus I want to add more and more and more free things no matter what. Even if you sign up, you're just going to get something. Is it different from what I do to contribute? Yes, Richard. So this is a complete, it's like entering on a completely different site. The YouTube stuff, all the green names like you are, baby. Whew, thank you so much for being here. That's for YouTube, so you get the emojis and all those things. I wish I can combine it. YouTube and Patreon don't work very well together. And if I could have combined it, that's how I would do it. But I don't know. Maybe in the future it's going to allow me. Maybe in the future. But yeah, it's different. We'll be doing more vids with Nikki. Yes, her bike got picked up, and her rear tire is getting replaced. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Giveaway for Patreon. Yeah, it's for Prodigal. It's on Patreon. It's on Patreon. That's why I tried to lower it down to 5. Like it was 15 for the bottom tier, and that was for the motorcycle. So we made it 5. So you could do it for 5. And we're getting a lot of people subscribing. And that's another thing, guys. A lot of what's happening on the channel is just amazing. There's so many good things happening on the channel because of you. I just want to say thank you for all the support. Could be nice if you could set up a dual stream to your own website where we could directly support you and you could link Patreon, YouTube, etc. Yeah, Campbell, that's kind of the goal too. We have 2021 is going to be insane. 2020 has been absolutely positive in terms of the channel. It's not been positive everywhere else, but 2021, there's some big ideas, some big brain ideas coming. And I'm super excited. But yeah, I just want to give out gear, and at some point, maybe pay for people's classes. You know, like it's a gear giveaway, but we could always add. And I'm just thinking out loud, guys. I'm just excited. Add like 3 people can win an MSF course or whatever. You know, wherever it's wherever you're at, because some places you don't have MSF. So it'd be really cool to have that aspect to where, and then also, you know what, I could probably Matt, can we do this? Okay, I'll talk to him later. Maybe pay for accident scene management classes, online accident scene management classes, like 10 of them a month. You know, maybe I could do that for just members. You know, I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Maybe I could do like a I don't know, like a top 10 on Patreon, and then a 10 on YouTube members. You know, whatever you want to do, or we can do. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I need to think about this stuff. I'm having too much fun. In the meantime, join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. Absolutely free. And I want you guys to join up. This is the Discord right here. Okay? Join the Discord. We're gonna go in the crew lounge. Let's go to the crew lounge. There it is. If you are a YouTube member or you entered the giveaway, how many members in the server right now? A ton. We have over 5,000 people in the server. Easily 5,000 people in the server. Let's see. Let's do members. 5,747. Oh my gosh. But if you are a patron or a YouTube member, sync it all up and you get access to the crew lounge too. Got the motor pulled out. Yeah. That's creepy.